I want to show everybody something. Okay, I want you to understand that every single one of the subjects in this study and every study done afterwards knew from 3 to 7 years of age. Okay, so I came out as a gay man, then I came out as a trans woman, and now I'm... Okay, no. Once you come out as a gay man, you're a gay man. These studies don't pertain to you. They only pertain to those who knew from 3 to 7 years of age. See, I talked with this one. See? The main lead doctor. And what they told me was that only those that were transsexuals were used in any of the studies. That it pertained to those that knew from 3 to 7 years of age because they had taken them from the gay to trans and studied them in a previous study, and they failed. They had male brains. Their brains were male. They had a few more touches to the sexual orientation cluster and were considered to be feminine gay men. Now, a feminine gay man can take hormones, but that does not make him a trans female. It makes him a gay male that decided to become trans. Now, let's see which other one went from gay man to trans. Diamond D. They're over there with Walt Hires and the Trans Regrets. There was another one, and they were a gay man that went and got the surgery and became a trans regret. Okay, that's Gigi Gorgeous, that's Blair White, and that's Princess Jules. All three of those are fake trans. They said they were gay men, and then they said they were trans. If they did that, they're not really trans. If you want to go and see a young trans person talk, you have to go talk or listen or watch Jazz Jennings. If you're not watching Jazz Jennings, and you're watching one of these that, I was a gay man, now I'm a trans woman, you're watching a fake. Okay? You're watching a mistake, a regret, soon to happen. Give them about 10 years or so, and they'll be standing over there just like Walt Hires, screaming and whining about why did they get the surgery. So, just mark my words. Gigi Gorgeous, Blair White, and Princess Jules will all one day end up over there with Walt Hires and Diamond D screaming and yelling about how trans is fake and it's not real and oh my God, I did myself so horribly and why did I do this and I want to be a man again. Okay? I never have. I've been through 3 different attempts on transition and I keep going back because of one thing. I never gave up. I never wanted to give up. I never wanted to be a male. And if that motherfucking little endocrinologist had kept up with me, I didn't even need facial surgery like the 3 of them did. Okay? So, I understand. I didn't quit. I didn't want to quit. I never want to get stuck like this. And I still can't get any words out or let anyone know about my story because you're too much busy watching the young homo boys that got their surgeries. And they're going to be a regret 10 or 15 years from now. So, when you're going in there watching Gigi Gorgeous, no, they're so wonderful, and Blair White, oh, they're so wonderful, and you're watching fakes. You're watching gay men that went and got a surgery that they're going to end up regretting in about a decade or so. So, mark my words. Follow the wrong ones, learn the wrong thing, don't know the fucking truth. But this is the truth. You see it? The BSDC of male to female transsexuals was similar to that of females. Not those that are gay men that went to being... No, these are the Jazz Jennings of the trans group, okay? That you're now calling the trans group. These are the real trans. Now, the gay to trans, that's a she-male. And the one that doesn't take hormones, that's a transvestite. So you're going to lump all 3 together and then confuse the shit out of everybody and cause them to hate people more because of people like Justin Dennis. And then you're going to hate on the trans women because they're old because some she-male is telling you to go out there and hate on them. You people are idiots. And here's the way you can tell. All these trans idiots that go around listening to the she-males attack a turf. A real transsexual doesn't. You don't see Jazz Jennings over there making comical, disgustingly lewd comments about the death of Megan Burns. No, you don't. You don't find trans women out there pandering to bigots, but you find Blair White out there doing that. You don't find females like Gigi, who's about as dumb as a fucking rock, has no absolute intellect whatsoever, but you follow the dumb shit anyways, even though you really don't follow the one that actually went to school to become a doctor. No, you're going to follow the talk show bullshit from Marissa, Mark, whatever the hell her wants to call themselves, which is what? A nurse. And not a registered one either. Just an LPN. Little tiny nurse's assistant. But they consider themselves a medical professional and they know everything about the fact that trans isn't real. You see what it says? Do you see what it says? Do you see what it says? Graduate School of Neuroscience, Amsterdam, Netherlands Institute of Brain Research. These are actually research scientists that actually cut the brain into little itty-bitty slices and looked at it. So when they're telling me that Blair White, Gigi Gorgeous, and Princess Jules are not real trans, that you, Jazz Jennings, and Corey Mason are the real trans, who do you think I'm going to believe? A bunch of dumb shits from YouTube? Or the actual scientists that cut our fucking heads open, sliced it into paper-thin slices, and put it under a microscope? Guess who I believe? United States National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health. The graduates of Neuro School of Amsterdam, Institute of Brain Research, Dr. Dick F. Swab, L.J. Gurin, who is actually the European counterpart that did not listen to Paul McHugh, and in fact, Paul McHugh had 0 patients that were trans. This man, L.J. Gurin, had 2,500 transsexual patients. 2,500 transsexuals that he actually saw in his career. Who do you think knows more? A bigoted ass Christian from a Christian hate group? Or an actual psychiatrist that sat there and did sessions with 2,500 transsexuals who set up this study that found out this. So when you sit there and try to bullshit science, this is the real science. It will never go away. It's not outdated scientific opinion. It is actually peer-reviewed. And was finished in the peer review in the year 2012, which is the year that, wait, Caitlyn Jenner started treatment. Coward. When all the rest of them started treatment, yeah, under informed consent. Not when I did in 1985, when I had to fight through the Paul McHugh era, find a doctor that would actually do something and then actually give me hormones and actually find a way to get me the surgery, which I'm still trying to do because they keep saying the same damn thing over and over again. That's why the Hippocratic Oath is actually really dead. Out of all the doctors I've ever known, I've only known one to follow that oath. The mother said, my daughter's back, her spine, and I can't afford a doctor. Bring her to my office, but I can't afford it. I don't give a fuck about the money. Bring her to my office. It's not about the money. Do you understand? Bring her to my office. It's paid for. I'll take care of it. That is a real doctor, not a fake healer. So if you want to be a doctor and you want to help people, you better start learning to help people on every single field. Because if you aren't, you're just a fake, a quack, someone that wanted money. Because when you take the Hippocratic Oath, it is meant that you will do it regardless. And it doesn't matter. You do it for the betterment of humanity, so that humans and their families can have a better, healthier life. If you don't follow the science, then you're a hypocrite. Okay? This is the real science. Hormone treatments and sex hormone level variation in adulthood did not seem to have an influence on the neuron numbers. Recent findings of some state neural sex differences in the BSTC and its sex reversal in transsexual brains clearly support the peridium that transsexual differentiation of brain and genitals may go in opposite directions and point to a neurological basis. Do you understand? This is not Blair White. This is not Gigi Gorgeous. This is not Princess Jules. This is Jazz Jennings. And seeing as I had to put up with the same shit that most of us put up with, just you didn't have to deal with this. Where I told my mom at 3 I was going to grow up to be a mother, that I was a girl, and I spent the rest of my childhood getting the living ever shit beat out of me. As a teen, I got sent off to an all-boys school where I had to spend all day, 6 days a week, and find out exactly how disgusting boys really were. And you're disgusting. You start early, you're perverts, you're disgusting, that's all you think about. And the funny thing is when I get around local women here, they don't see me as male. They know immediately I am female, and they know I've been around long enough to know exactly what you males are really like. Oh, you're a feminist. No, I'm not really a feminist, but you're some disgusting perverted fucks that never seem to stop. It's like, can't you ever stop thinking with your dicks? No, you can't. You've proven that you can't. I mean, every time you open your mouth, it comes out nasty and sexist. And you just won't stop. It's like Tommy Tudor. I'm a trans feminine. No, you're not. You're a nasty, filthy male with that nasty, filthy mind that thinks of nasty, filthy sexual things all the damn time. We don't. We laugh at you about it, and we realize that other little head down there just won't shut up, and it overrules the big head, and you just won't seem to listen to anything else. That's why when you run into one of us, you try to kill us, because you don't comprehend that, oh God, that's a dude. No, I'm a girl. I think like a girl, I'm a girl. And that's why you're looking at me really bad right now, and you're balling up your fist, and you're looking for a weapon. But that's because you don't comprehend us. So you think about this. This is the real truth. The main lead doctor said that those that were gay to trans were disqualified for male brains. The transsexuals that knew from 3 to 7 years of old were taken and looked in, and they found that they had a female brain. So, Blair, you're not a transsexual female. Gigi, you're not a transsexual female. Princess Jules, you're not a transsexual female. You have the operation. 10 or 20 years from now, you're going to be over there with hires, screaming and yelling about how it's fake, and you wish you'd never done this, and why did you do this, and oh my God, I can't believe I did this to myself, and you're going to make us look like jokes. And all these idiots that follow you are going to sit there and follow you and think, oh, this is great, and then they're going to find out that you're all rejects that are regretting it. And they're going to, oh God, it is fake. So you're going to turn millions of people into bigots just because you're going to end up, decades from now, being all upset about the transition you did. Me, I enjoyed the fuck out of it last time. It's kind of boring this time. And now you've made it 20 times more dangerous for us. So thank you so much for fucking our world up even more than it was previously. At least no one talked about us. Now they can't shut up about us. You did a great service to us, you little homo boys. You fucked our world yet again. Another decade, another set of homos screwing up the transsexual females yet again.